Today is the first day of the rest of your life. So let's spend it living and not just going through the motions. Sometimes we need to take a fresh new look at things in order to expand our horizons. This is Spiritual Awakenings, the show that shines a light on your pathway, leading you to a more fulfilled life. I'm your host, Drew Pillow. Join me. Okay, test 1 2, test 1 2. Okay, we're live. Can everybody hear me okay?
Hi, Drew.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, perfect. Let me go ahead and introduce this show. This is Spiritual Awakenings. It's Sunday, and what if you could get a little guidance in your life? Well, today's special guest is psychic medium Katy-K, Australian-born psychic medium, spiritual development teacher. She's the creator of the Modern Oracle. She was awarded a 2015 Psychic People's Choice Award by the International Psychics Directory and more. Katy-K will be joining us in the virtual studio in just a second. But first, let me introduce my co-pilot. As I said, I'm Drew Pillow, and I'll be the captain of the ship, kind of, sort of. But in the co-pilot's chair today is the one and only, incredible Mandee Elam. God, did I say your name wrong? Oh, I'm having a bad day. So, yeah, Mandee Elam. She is a spiritual advisor and a beautiful person, and also a presenter, as they say in England, a host. So today, Mandee, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you, Drew?
Good. What a hectic start to a day. So in the virtual studio, I already introduced the show, but I want to say that in the studio today we have Katy-K, and Katy is on video. So for all you people who can't see her, I'm the only one that can see her. Hey, Katy.
Hi, Katy. Hi, Drew. I can't see you, Drew, but I can see me.
Well, if you can see what I can see, then you got the best view in the house. How about that?
I can see screen with the telephone.
Yeah. Well, what we want to do today is we want to talk about you and what you do, and we have tons and tons of questions, and we have even more callers. Lots of people are on the line, and they want to get connected and ask you questions and things like that. So is that okay? Is everything good?
That is lovely. I'd be happy to help you all out and to have a chat with you.
Can you also see her, Mandee, on Skype?
I can, yes.
I feel like I'm cheating. Should I turn on my camera so you guys can see me? Because I comb my hair, to all three of them. So, so Katy, tell us about you, something, anything that I didn't mention already. What would you like the listeners to know about Katy-K?
Okay, well, I live in Queensland, Australia. Right now we're going into our winter. The sun has only just come up. What else can I tell you? I run a academy where I teach other people to be psychic or to develop their psychic skills. I produce other psychic readers, and they go out to make their living I coach people to get out of the rut they're in and to move forward. I feel like I've got a really good edge because not only am I coaching, I can tune in and see what's happening. I also come from a line of psychics. So my mother's a psychic, her mother and her mother-in-law were psychics. My father was a working medium, and his 6 sisters all were part of the spiritual church and psychic. I have 2 psychic children who are adults, and I also produced the Modern Oracle deck that you were talking about. That took 5 years. 3 years of it I was testing it to make sure that it was exactly going to work, that it would be accurate. And then I took it round to a lot of spiritual and sacred sites, ley lines, to the monks in Thailand at the Big Buddha in Phuket, also to Stonehenge, ley lines in England, Sedona, different parts of the States. So I took the prototype round with the intention that whoever used the decks that came from this prototype would grow spiritually in the direction they were meant to go, and that they would have accuracy. And then once I produced it, I've hand-published. I've sold over 3,000 decks. People love it. It speeds your reading up. It's very accurate. I say don't ask unless you really, really want to know. It's just a wonderful tool. And when I say a tool, it's just like having a doctor that has an X-ray machine. You know, he can then find out if the bone is broken rather than touching it and going, does that hurt? Or a carpenter that may use a nail gun to speed up the making of a fence rather than a hammer. Or if you're cooking using what we call a mix master or a beater or Kenwood or whatever you call them over there, rather than mixing it with your hand or a wooden spoon. So it's something that helps you tap in easier. And I also do live stage show performances at expos. I teach and run workshops and retreats. There's a lot I do, and I've been doing it for so long now. It's great. It's part of who I am, I feel.
Wow. You do everything.
I do everything.
You're a one-man band, as we say here. I like that you teach. You know, it's really good to have a talent, and it's really good to provide a service for people. But it's really awesome when you teach people how to develop their own abilities, to be able to help themselves and others. So it just kind of spreads, and we all can get better.
Yes, and that's what I feel meant to do. It's not something you're meant to hoard to yourself. It's something you're meant to share. And when I teach, my teaching style is I find out where their strengths are, and I don't clone me. I help them to develop who they are and what their strengths are. But in the metaphysical world, you know, people come to you and they expect you to be the lost and found psychic, the medical intuitive, to do all the different things. And if I was to say to you, there's a lot of different career choices out there in the world, and it would be like if we had this competition and we said, okay, we're going to do brain surgery today, and I've got a hairdresser here and a baker and a mechanic, a heart surgeon, a brain surgeon, a doctor, a computer technician, a computer programmer, a rocket scientist, and named all these different types of careers. But the only person that could do it properly would be the heart surgeon. The butcher would say, I'm good with the knife, I'll have a go. And the doctor goes, I know anatomy and I'll have a go. And the brain surgeon says, well, I actually do surgery, so I probably will be good at this. But the heart surgeon would be the specialist. And within us, when people come to psychics, they expect you to be accurate all the time. They expect you also to be able to do all the different fields within the metaphysical world, including astrology and numerology. And really, nobody can, because it's just like you can't be a heart surgeon, a brain surgeon, a motor mechanic and a hairdresser all at once. There's probably some talented souls out there that can. But this is the expectation. And even your doctor may get it wrong, and they'll say, oh, try this cream, and if it doesn't work, come back, and you pay for another visit and you go back. But with a psychic, you virtually have to get it right the first time, or you're known as not a good psychic. So there's a lot of pressure on my students out there, and I teach them how to deal with that, how to cope, but how to develop and nurture what gifts they have rather than trying to be something that they're not.
Because totally, a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of negative. You know, people already have a lot of doubt about what you guys do. Mandee's also a teacher, and just to throw a little bit on Mandee, I want to bring her into this. Mandee also, I like that, you know, you guys, you teach and you have the intention of helping people to learn to help themselves so we can have the best possible, healthiest, happiest, most abundant lives. that's something that I think is the sign of a beautiful heart. I love it. And Mandee, you're also I hear you are developing a workshop too. So you guys kind of have parallel lines there. Look at that. So I'm the odd man out. I'm going to get off the show right now. You guys go ahead.
That's funny. Thanks, Drew. Yeah, Jennie and I, we host a show here on Blog Talk Radio via Drew's network, DPR Presents, called The Alchemy Sisters. We're the Alchemy Sisters, and we host our show once a week, and it's all about healing and how we teach people how to heal themselves and connect back in with who they are and their most authentic versions of themselves. And each week we have a guest on who brings some sort of light or information that can be passed on to help our listeners. And then we're creating a business out of that called the Alchemy Ascension Academy, where we teach our students how to begin to heal themselves. And just like what you were just discussing, how each of us have our own different magic and our own different medicine and our own different strengths, and we can't all be amazing at everything. And it's important for us to honor what we are, what does light us up, and go from there. So we teach people how to do that, and we work with women's empowerment a lot. And it's just been great. And then, yes, Drew was referencing, we're going to be creating some retreats coming up in the fall, some wild women weekends, we're going to call it, to drop back into your soul and hold space with your sisters. So it'll be really wonderful. So we have all kinds of exciting things coming up, and we're always excited to be here with you, Drew. Jennie's away today, but you got me.
Well, I'm glad that Katy has her retreats, her workshops, and her and the things that she does, and she allows men to come also, right? Men can learn with you, right, Katy? See, thank you. Woo! Help for the men.
Also, I've done online courses as well. So no matter where you are in the world, I'm already teaching people in England, Switzerland, in Hawaii, different parts of Europe. I have students all over the world and clients as well. And it's just a Skype call away or a Zoom session.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about healing and energy and modern technology today is that, like, it brings us closer together. It's like we don't have to be in the same room, but it's just like we are. Like, this is so cool. We're all different parts of the world right now looking at each other on Skype. And speaking of different parts of the world, we have callers from everywhere. Let's see. Callers from here, there. I'm looking for the weirdest area code, something I've never seen before. We're going to open up the phone lines and take a couple callers. You're okay with taking calls, right, Katy?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to open up the phone line and take a couple calls in just a second. I do want to mention, once again, this is DPR Presents Spiritual Awakenings. This is a show that airs at 5 p.m. I'm glad you can't see my face. 5 p.m. on Sundays. That's Eastern Time, 4 Central, and do the Google to figure out what time it is where you are so you can tune in and stay up to date with us, because we bring you the best information and the most awesome people, as you can see by Katy-K and Mandee in the studio with me today. And me, I'm glad that you guys say embrace what you do, because I struggle with being envious of you talented people. Like, I can't do any of that. I want to do something to help people. I have a cat, so that's my talent. I have a cat, and I feed it. So everybody has something they do well. Embrace what you do. Embrace who you are. And if you want to do more, guess what? You can learn. You can study, and you can take these courses and go to these retreats, especially if you're a woman. And
there's one coming too. We're just going to start with women because that's our field right now. We'll grow. Don't you worry. Yeah. We're holding space and learning.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to the men's one. So when the men's come, I go to the.
Read for them as well, so we don't stop anything.
I'd go to the women's if they let me, but it probably wouldn't be. We wouldn't have any focus. So and just tune in and like our page on Blog Talk Radio. We have shows throughout the week, amazing shows, and most importantly, I want to mention that if you would like to contact Katy-K, find out more about her, the information is listed on the show page today. There's a link that will take you to her website. There's a link that will take you to her Facebook page, her Facebook group. Well, I don't know. This isn't your Facebook page. This is contact Katy-K on Facebook at The Modern Oracle. So that's a page, isn't it? Or is that a group?
That is a page. The Modern Oracle is a page. And once a month I do free readings via Facebook Live. And people just come on and they say hi at that page. And I see what's coming up for them for the next few months, or give them some advice or what they need to do.
Well, that's awesome. So if you don't get callers, we only have an hour. So if you don't get chosen, if you're not one of the lucky ones today, you can always go and like the Modern Oracle page on Facebook. And once a month, Katy-K does an actual free reading. Dig that. So let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. Right now, I'm going to let the Spirit move me, and I'm going to pick 303. The 303 area code. Call you 5 minutes. So make your question or comment, make it count, get the most out of your 5 minutes. You are live with Mandee, Elam, Katy-K. Hi, what's going on?
Hey there, I'll make it count. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie.
What's your name?
Allison. Hi, Katie.
Allison. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Allison. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's nice to talk to you. I was reading about you online before the show, so you sound cool.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. So
how can I help you today?
Well, I have a major move I'm about getting ready to make, and it's within the state. But it's a whole different area of the state. And there's a lot of challenges that are coming with this move, particularly finding a good place to live, the right place to live. I'm not buying, I'm renting.
No, just let me have a little look at that and see what's coming up for you, Allison. First, I'm going to ask the cards, and as I tune in, I can see this move is something you have to do. It's not something that you're just going, oh, well, I'll just give it a try. I'm feeling very much drawn that I have to make this move. This move will turn out fine for you, and it is very much a leap of faith. The cards are coming up and saying that you're encouraged to do it, and also at first you feel like you're getting nowhere. So I'm going to show Drew the first card, and Mandee. There's my leap of faith card, and it's saying it is putting you out of your comfort zone. You're very much in the dark. If you have a look at that card, you can see the person's in the dark, doesn't really know what they're doing, and this is you. But there you are, being encouraged to go forward, hop on that bike, ride forward, but know that once you get there, you're going to feel like you're on a slippery path, not getting anywhere. It's just going to take a bit of time to bed it in, and there will be some frustration for you, but you're not to get disheartened. I feel that, it'll take a little bit to find what you want. Start looking well before you go, but first place may not be that good, but it'll do, and where you want to be, then you're going to land on your feet, and once you do that, you'll always be going, oh, did I do the right thing? But this is positive for you because this is setting up your future in a better way. Does that all make sense, Allison?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel that once you do this, it's going to take you about 6 months to get what you might call sorted, and then you'll start to feel a little bit better. You're going to have to be careful with your money as well, and just make sure you're putting aside for a bit of an emergency fund.
Well, that's I'm not working at the moment, and that's the other challenge with this move is finding. Oh God, I'm just really overwhelmed. Finding some good work, some good paying work that's also relevant to my career. So that's the other thing on my plate, and that's not easy either. Oh gosh.
No. And that will be a bit of a struggle for you, and that's why I'm saying money's going to be tight. You're going to have to be looking for what you can do. When I ask about work, you're going to have to be creative and get out of your comfort zone and look at options that you possibly may not have done before. And so it's looking for work that you still feel good about and you're happy about, where you're helping people because that's what you like to do. But look to your contacts and people, get to know people and start asking them to help you out.
Oh, okay.
Someone will go, I've heard about the job, and you'll go along and everything will start to slot into place.
Mm-hmm. And you say in about 6 months this will all kind of smooth out? Because this is happening really, really fast. Like it's happening now.
Yeah. It's going to take 6 months, though, before you feel like you're actually starting to, say, belong or feel like you're starting to see the forest for the trees. You're starting to swim rather than sink. And in 6 months. But again, you know, I can't hold your hand. I'm saying you're going to have to be determined. You're going to have to really go out and make all this happen. And if you do, the universe is going to open all the doors for the contacts to be there and for things to start happening in a positive way. If you stayed where you were, it wasn't going to get better. You have to make this move. It's destined for you. It's the best thing for you to do. It's going to give you more freedom as well. And you need to look after your health as well, Alison, because you need to watch your chest. Around that chest area, and I'm not a doctor, but they tell me these things. Make sure you're taking some vitamin B6 because that will help with you, that overwhelmed feeling that you get. Because sometimes you just get that anxiety kick in and you think, I don't know what I'm going to do or whether this is going to work out, but I'm telling you that you can get there, but just make sure that you're making it happen. You're driving your car. You're driving you, not waiting for it all to land in your lap, okay?
Yeah, right. Okay, all righty. Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. You will get there.
Appreciate Allison.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so much. Yeah, that leap of faith. Woohoo! Drive your car. Don't sit and wait on it to come to you and just let the winds blow you all around. Were you talking to me or were you talking to Allison? See how that works? I'm just listening. I'm getting it all. It's all for me. Call me self-centered. But I want to do something really special, Katie, because obviously just from the first caller I could see that you're amazing. And I like to share amazing things with people. I guess that's my thing that I do. And I want to ask if you will be so kind to take a look at Mandee. You can actually see her, and can you say something good about her or to her or pull a card or tell me what you get?
I can't see anything.
What? You can't see?
I'm guessing she's celebrity beautiful. She's a superstar. But I can't see her, but I will look at Mandee and see what's coming up for her. So
thank you so much.
Celebrity beautiful.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous soul. She has a big heart. She spreads herself too thin. She's got to find some balance now in her life. I do feel, Mandee, that there has been some loss around you. Things haven't been very easy. And romantically, it's about focusing on what you want and what can make you happy now rather than everyone else. There is success for you, Mandee. You are going to go from strength to strength. And the reason I got this, there's the fine balance card that came up first. And then I had the emotional loss and the romance card come up. And then I have the success card. This is winning. And I do feel to start off with your new ventures, it might feel like, it's just all too much work. We're not getting there. But you will streamline it. And by the time you do your third one, it'll be really easy. You'll have a database going. Everything will just move the way you want to. There is someone that you're involved with, though, or that may be going to help you, that you need to watch really, really closely, because I feel that they're not of the same alignment as you. And you'll work out who that is. This isn't the Jerry Springer show, so I'm not going to look too closely and then have someone giving you those sour looks when you get off this call. But just watch who you bring into your team. It'll become evident quite clearly. I'm getting a number 3, so within 3 months you'll start to see who this is, and it'll be just a matter of, they're not a good fit, and it's like what I call white anting, where someone eats away at the foundations underneath to prop themselves up. You know how white ants are like termites and they eat away at a house and the foundations, and they do it sneakily. You can't see them, and then all of a sudden they're getting fat from eating away, but your thing's falling down. So just watch out for that. That's the only warning I can see. But this Wild Women's Weekend, it'll get to the stage where you're going to have waiting lists.
Cool.
I'm already on the waiting list. See?
Yeah.
It's true. It's
but
true.
It's empowering women, teaching women how to have fun, and about how to own their own self-esteem, to own their bodies, to love what they have and know that they are good enough. And that's what I feel you're coming from, the point of teaching them how to love themselves, healing with love.
Yes.
She nailed that one.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you. And I think I've already figured out exactly what you were referring to. So thank you, because I needed that. So thank you.
Yeah. You're very amazing intuitively as well. And you're what I call an empath, so you're sentient. The angels do work with you, but you feel things. I need you to trust that feeling that you have. You're also what I have called claircognizance, so you know things. You don't know how you know them. They just pop into your head. They're there, and half the time you don't act on it, but you should, Mandee, because you teach others how to do it, but you're so caught up in it and you're helping everyone else that you forget you've got to nurture you as well. So book a day in a day spa. Mandee, I'd do that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She nailed it, Mandee. She nailed it. She sounded like you. When she was describing you, she sounded like the things that I've heard you say, your passions, empowering women, teaching women to just everything she said. It sounded like you've talked to her before. That was scary in a good way.
Oh, it was beautiful. Divine.
Yeah, I had to put my glasses on so I could see better. Let's see. Let's take another caller. See, I was going to ask you to read me, but I deferred mine to Mandee. So everything you said for her goes to me, maybe. Let's get another caller because we have so many. You're just so popular and people just really want to talk to you. So there's tons and tons of them. Let's try to navigate through as many as we can quickly. Let's go with, I'm going to go based on who's been holding the longest. How about that for democracy? Or whatever word you want to call it. Let's see. 43 minutes holding. Wait, nope, we got one longer. 44 minutes. 704 area code. 704, you have 5 minutes. You're live. Katy-K.
Hello, how are y'all?
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Yes.
Morning, Brittany. Good evening, Brittany.
Hi. I was just calling for a message.
Okay. Brittany, the first thing I'm getting with you is I want you to work on building your immune system a little bit. I feel that, there's so much happening in your life right now that sometimes you get a little bit overwhelmed. And if you don't work on building your immune system, you'll start to the overwhelmed energy will take over. And it's really important for you to stay motivated at this time. I'm just knocking your energy into the cards, Brittany, to see what's going on and what I can tell you for the next couple of months. And I got that fine balance card again, Drew. Can you see that? And Mandee? That's just come. And I'll show you how I'm picking the cards. You're not seeing, and I feel this alarm clock's ringing, Brittany, that's saying you've got to get in there and start doing all the things that you want to do. Stop sitting back. It's time for you to get moving and do that to achieve what you want to do. I feel, Brittany, that there's a lot of things you need to do and a lot of things you want to do, but you get so overwhelmed that you draw to a halt. And it's just saying preparation is really important for you, getting yourself organized before you hit chaos. before things get overwhelming. You're very good at teaching other people how to do things too. And, you know, a lot of people can say they're teachers, but not everyone has that talent to be able to do that. And it would be important for you to start allowing yourself to grow confident in that direction and do that. I do see snow around you, so I'm not sure where you are, but I do feel that, like you guys are coming into your summer, but I do feel that there will be, in the next 12 months, snow, or you're going near snow. Now, I never see snow, so that's peculiar to me, but I am seeing that. I would also recommend that you have a hot lemon wash, is what I call it, in the morning. So adding some lemon juice to some hot water and drinking it before you start, and just thinking positive all the time. And that's going to move you forward in the right direction. There is a trip away come August. It's what I would call internal trips. I call them road trips, but you guys, you might fly. But it's just a little getaway that you'll be doing, and it's to do with visiting friends or family. There's some sort of connection there that you'll be doing. Do you understand any of that, Brittany?
No, but I guess no.
So, let's go. I love this challenge. Tell me which part you want more information on, because remember, you didn't ask the question. The future is unknown, and when we look back at the last 10 years, we go, wow, I never thought that would happen. So be open to what's coming up and know that you have free will. And when I say, you know, an opportunity to go somewhere in August and meeting up with people, that will come up, and it'll still be up to you to use your free will whether you go or not. But I would suggest that when it does come up, that you think seriously, because you'll be able to sort a few things out. So which part do you need more information on, Brittany?
I'm fine. That was good enough for me. That's fine.
It was? Yeah? Okay. Well, that's really... I missed that bit, sorry.
Thank you, Brittany. Yeah. And thank you, Brittany. We appreciate you calling in. I do know, let me give the applause to Brittany for calling in and for holding so patiently. I just can say that I've had readings. I've had a few in my day, and sometimes I get someone will read something or give me what they feel and a message, and I'll think, no, I'm not seeing that. Only to discover later, I don't know, maybe the next day, later that day, and then it just kind of ding, the light bulb comes on, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I see now. Yeah, and it happens like that for me quite often. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get it right away. So just because I don't get it right now doesn't mean that I won't get it. Does that make sense?
Katie, would you be willing to give Drew a little reading? I want to give him the gift right back, because he is amazing, and he's been tuning in left and right, and he works on his spiritual practice every day. It's not like you have a show like this without doing the work, buddy. So maybe before we take our next caller, you could give him a couple little things for guidance.
Uh-oh. Just don't tell me anything, because I'm the psychic that doesn't want to. Drew, right up when we connected, the first word I got was syndicated. And I feel that is to do with your business and what you do and taking it further and growing. So it's almost, I'm not sure if syndicated is franchised or what it is. Also, I'll be talking quickly here, Drew, but just watch one of your rear teeth. It just feels like there could be a problem there. And also a knee, one of your knees moving forward. You also should take some folic acid. And when I get that normally means that there's heart issues somewhere in the family. Would you understand that?
Heart issues in the family?
Yeah.
Well, my mom's real old, but I don't know that anybody has health issues, but I'm not close to anybody, so I wouldn't know.
Not health, heart. So genetically, in your gene pool, going back, there is a heart, as in beating heart, issues to come about later on in life. And we have a doctor over here, and folic acid, you can minimize that. So just when I get folic acid, I say, oh, that's what it's about. So just have a look at that. What about the rear tooth? Has that started to happen yet?
Rear tooth?
Yes.
My teeth?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so keep an eye on that, and that will happen. And also, there is a knee, one of your knees you'll find will give you a little bit of trouble in going forward as well, if you haven't already discovered that. Now, when I get back to your business, I find that with your business, this is something that's just going to keep growing and growing and growing to the stage where you're going to have to think seriously how you won't be able to control it. You'll have to find a way to get others to help you out in some way. So I got syndicated, and I'm not sure if that's like franchised or not, but it's just going to go big in different ways. And it's not just sticking with the spiritual, it's doing many, many other areas as well. So you will be helping others to set up, and you will have shares in what they do. So helping them to be able to get themselves out there and have, you'll become like an advisor to them. But for that price, it's like you're the head of the franchise and they all pay towards that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, totally. I totally am into helping people, create their own shows, and I totally just started writing on how to offer that service to people, to help people as a consultant, advisor.
Yes, but you need to be charging more for that, and you very much undervalue what you do, and so it's about getting, putting a bigger price on it and trusting that people will pay that, because you're putting so many hours in behind the scenes, and this is your life's work that's coming up here, so you can't just give it away. You've got to now start valuing it, and then others will value it even more. And then you'll get to another level of clients that will pay double what you're getting now.
Ah. So I'm gonna be rich, but I'm gonna have a heart attack and die, and my tooth's gonna fall out when I trip because my knee gives out. Holy cow! That's not resonating. That's not resonating. I don't want that to resonate.
No, you're going to have the folic acid, so you won't have to worry about that. And the first hint you get with that tooth is going to be like a sensitivity, and I feel like it's the top rear right side possibly. You will go and see your dentist, something that you should do, and you will get it sorted before it becomes a big thing. The thing you need to realize with readings is when we see warnings, we're saying do something, and then it doesn't become a big thing.
Exactly.
So folic acid, I'm looking that up right now because maybe it's available in certain foods. So I'll take care of that. And my knee is, bad, but I take care of it. And not really. I'm so hard on my body. But yeah.
Emotionally, knees are often have to do with lots of ego and insecurities and lack of confidence, things like that often too. So with all these new projects, plus you play basketball a lot, I can really, as someone who knows you and your friend, can easily see how paying attention to your knees right now would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I can't even see you, let alone even know that you've got a sore knee. But I've brought that up, and or a knee that plays up. I call it a tricky knee. So just make sure you're out for it. Yeah.
It's good you can't see me because it would be so distracting. I'm looking at me right now, and I can't even focus on the show because so beautiful. So let's go ahead and take another call. I do appreciate that so much, Katy-K. Thank you so much. And I will take heart. And for those who are listening and are curious about folic acid, what is that? Is it some acid? No, actually, folic acid. The following foods can help you obtain the recommended amount of folic acid. Leafy green vegetables such as spinach, citric fruits such as orange juice, beans, bread, cereals, rice, pastas. So beef up that aspect of your diet, and you'll make sure that you have the folic acid you need in case this reading resonated with you also. So that's a good thing. Thank you.
Welcome.
Especially, yeah.
And I prefer people to go to their diet rather than go to a supplement. But a lot of people in this day and age would rather just get a supplement, which is a shame. But yeah, it's so easy to find these things in our diet and get a good source. So.
Yeah.
Very true. I can advocate for that. I've been healing for the past year. I had severe adrenal fatigue. I was healing 4 herniated discs in my back, ankle stuff, and I switched my diet. I ate mostly plant-based, good whole foods, not too much. I got rid of a lot of sugar, and I've slowly lost weight, and everything has slowly cleared up. And I haven't been adding supplements. I've just been eating good foods and juicing a little, and it's been amazing. So it's amazing what Mama Earth puts right here for us. So I encourage our listeners to follow that advice.
Father Earth. It's Father's Day. So also, and we're going to go to another caller after this 1-second announcement. My price is just quadrupled, so you should have got with me last week. Just letting you know. So let's go ahead and take another caller. Caller, it's 5 minutes. We're doing this. We're going to make it happen in 5 minutes. And you know what? If you get through on this busy line, infinite list of people who want to get through, then consider yourself fortunate, and I appreciate you. So caller from 929 area code. Caller, what's your name? 5 minutes.
Greetings. My name is Soroya. I'm calling in from Connecticut. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you say Soroya?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Hi, Soroya from Connecticut. You're on with Katy-K.
Hi. Hi, Katy-K.
How are you?
My question is about moving.
Anybody hear that?
Hello?
Not her. Hey, hold on. That was Soroya's connection. Let me try her one more time.
Okay. And yeah, that's good. You know,
Okay.
when they ask a specific question, I can give a really good specific answer. But
Okay,
being that
Soroya,
Hello?
we're going to try again. Yeah, we're going to
Can you
try
hear
again.
me?
We got some interference. Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is about moving.
Sorry
Hello,
about.
can you hear me? Yeah, I'm
I
moving.
can hear
I would
you.
like to. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She has a question about moving. Relocating.
Okay, let's see. So, Soraya, you're looking at moving. You want to know, is it the best thing for you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Well, you've been weighing up this situation, but it is something that you want to do and you should be doing. I do feel, to start off with, it'll be a bit of a battle, but something you should do because it will bring some happiness. Now, we've got that fine balance card come up again, and there is 53 cards and only one of these. The other one that came up was the wishes come true, and saying that this can happen, it's something you desire. Then I got the battling tigers and the happiness card. So I know that this is something that you can do and it will work out for you. You just got to get your head around it. There will be a little bit of conflict to start with, but then we'll get there. And as well, Sarah, I feel like you carry your tension around your shoulders and your neck can go out quite easily. And also watch your lower back. Do you understand all that?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? Just keep asking until he kicks you off.
Okay, so my other question is my career. Do you see with the move I'm advancing in another field? Like I want to work in another area, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
so there's a couple of questions there. And the first one I'm going to ask is, will you advance into a new area? So this is for Sarai. Will she advance in another area that she's desiring? It's saying that you've still got to do a bit of groundwork first, and you will get there. It's the right time now to start putting the feelers out and saying, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and you will. Because I got that Storm Brewing card which says, you know, life's going to be a bit chaotic first. You've got to get things sorted and just take your time getting yourself bedded in, but it's the right time now for you to start looking at what you want to do and going there. Yes, you will, but it'll be about 3 months before you'll be able to move into that new area or start looking in that new area. Does that make sense, Soraya?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything else I can help you with, honey?
Nope, because that's
No.
our 5 minutes.
No.
I'm sorry. But thank you so much, Soraya.
Happy Father's Day.
I want to let you know
Thank you.
that you have a beautiful name, and I never heard that
Thank you.
before. It's really unique and beautiful. Thank you so much for calling
Thank you
in. We
very much.
appreciate you.
I hope
Let's
I said
applaud.
it right.
What happened?
I hope I said it right.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You both did.
Yeah, it's a beautiful name. So, let's do another caller. We're running out of time, but we're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah, that's it.
Pick a number from 1 to 10.
8.
8. Okay, we're going to find somebody from an area code that starts with 8. 863. 5 minutes. What's your name?
Hi, this is Julia from Florida.
Julia from Florida. Go ahead, you're live with Katy-K.
Hi, Katie. Thanks for taking my call. My question is similar to the last person. I'm looking to make a move this summer, so I'm, calling to see how that's going to go for me. And like the last caller, it's, finding a place to live, employment, the whole 9 yards. So.
Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to pull some cards for you, Julia. We're going to see go and what you need to be aware of. And I feel the move's going to go really well. It'll start off feeling like a holiday. I've got the holiday card come up, but you'll need some time to recharge. Then I've got to think outside the box, be creative with this, and just have patience with the settling in period. It will work. You can do this. I do feel this isn't something that you're doing on a whim. This is something that you've been thinking about and possibly even put it off a couple of times, but now's the right time for you to be doing this move, Julia. Do you understand that?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I have been putting it off, and I've given it a lot of thought and a lot of research, and so, yeah, you're right on point.
Okay. And what else can I help you with? What's going? So Drew kicks you off.
The other thing I'm curious about is really connecting with that divine life partner. That heart and soul love.
Okay, so let's see where and how long before we get this true love coming through, correct?
Yes.
Well,
I'm married, by the way.
Darn, it's not you. All the women are just crying now.
It was over.
Hearts are broke.
His wife's not going to let him go. He's going to be a good catch. You have to learn to trust again, Julia, because you've had your heart broken, you've been let down, and right now, it's about you developing and growing for yourself and moving forward. And there's a period of study with you when you move as well. And when I say study, it's learning new things within your career. And it's about focusing on you now and doing what you need to do. And then with that will come the right person. In the next 2 years, you are going to meet someone within the next 2 years. But I want to get the move out of the way first. And then you start to get confident, feel like you're bedded in, and then you'll be able to sort out the snakes from the princes. And that would be a really good thing.
Awesome. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, that's great. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
You're welcome, Julia.
Appreciate you, Julia from Florida. Yeah. So I want to ask you a question really quickly. Now you created this deck of cards, the Modern Oracle, and that is something that the listeners could actually purchase, and they could pull cards for themselves and connect with guidance, Or is that you can't just buy the deck and pull the cards? You have to be trained in the use of the cards or something. Does a book come with the cards?
It is a little book, but they are so easy to use that anyone could pull a card and get some guidance. As you've been seeing, I've been showing Drew and Mandee the cards that I buy, and they virtually just talk to you, and they make sense. There is further study you can do. There's an online course. When you go to my website, you'll see there's some stockists, and there are some decks in the States right now. So if you buy them off my stockist there, you'll find that you're not paying big freight to get them from Australia. And there are some available in England, and you can buy from the stockists there as well. I actually take them to the Arthur Finlay College of Mediumship in England, and they sell out really quick. I filled my suitcase up, and they were gone within days of me being there with them. So they sell really, really well. And the online course, you get to see over 80 videos of me teaching you more about them if you feel you need more confidence with them. But people are actually doing readings, and you get to join an online community, a Facebook community that only the students of the course are in there, where you can practice readings, and I give feedback and I watch over it like a mama bear and make sure that you're growing and everything's going good and it's a safe environment. So there's a lot on offer there, Drew, and thank you so much for asking as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking it up on the internet. I was trying to find the price in U.S. But yeah, that is something. I just wanted to mention to people that is something that is also available. You can have, the deck for yourself. Maybe you're a person who's already into cards and you want to do something that's more modern and
a lot
more.
Of readers here are switching their decks out to this deck because it's so effective in it. And it's very direct. It says it how it is. And within the deck, when I created it, I made sure there was cards to cover all the areas that people ask about, and they want to know about relationships. And I'm just showing you now, there's a career card there, and they want to know about their careers and their finances and their travel and their spiritual path and their spiritual cards. You've seen the love and romance card come up already. There's cards that will tell you if there's a stress or worry about a problem, or if you need to find another way. There's, cards of new beginnings. There are cards that tell you when the situation is frustrating or angry. There are people cards in there. There's angel cards in there. There's a money card in there. So there's cards that cover your home and investments. You can see that, and travel, and contracts and marriage commitment. There's emotional cards, and it just covers everything. So you get a really good look at things, of what's happening when someone asks. There's the card of the psychic, and the card that tells you to fix your diet, and a card that will tell you to do more exercise, that you're going to be safe, good luck. But there's 53 of them, and there's a business card. There's lots in there, so they will cover all the questions you're asking.
Okay, so if nothing else, you develop some skills, develop a connection, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper than paying me to read you, because my prices just went up five times in 5 more minutes. So yeah, that's something that's.
Can we have mates, right?
Can we have what?
Mates, right? You heard of mates, right? Good friends.
No.
We're good friends now, Drew.
I never heard of. What is it?
Race. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, mates is when a mate over in Australia is a good friend.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh, mates rates. Oh.
Yeah. Friends and family discount.
Friends and family discount. No, I charge double for those people.
Sometimes that's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, I got too many friends. I got to charge extra, so please don't tell me you're my friend. So now we have a couple minutes left. I want to sort of once again reiterate that today's special guest is psychic medium Katy-K, Australian-born. She was awarded 2015 Psychic People's Choice Award. Imagine that, by the International Psychics Directory. Good God, that's international. That's not just in Ohio. That's like international. So that's a heck of an honor. And she's also the creator of the Modern Oracle deck. You can look that up online. You can purchase it. You can also just go to her website. Her website is listed on our show page on Blog Talk Radio. You just click that button, and I'm going to click the button to make sure it's working. And there it is. You click that button, and this will take you to her Facebook page called The Modern Oracle. But there's also a link that's posted that will take you to her website. What's your web address?
www.Katy, that's spelled Katy, with a hyphen and a K.
Yep.
www.katyk.com.
.com.au?
No AU, just .com.
Cool. Because they .UK for UK and AU for Australia, but there's none of that. It's just .com. So go ahead and click those links and check out her Facebook page, because on that page once a month she'll do a free. She does free services. She offers that for you once a month. So yeah. So let's go ahead and let's maximize the time. We have a few minutes left. Let's do one more caller if you guys don't mind.
Absolutely. Very much.
Okay.
Hi.
And for my last trick, I'm gonna read Katy-K. Okay. So I'm looking at you. Now, I don't read people, so I'm just gonna say you look really nice and you present very professionally. I'm really honored to have you here. You're a beautiful person. You're a very giving soul. You have done so much for this show and for the listeners already, because we already know that even though you may not be talking to us directly, what you say can resonate with so many other people just listening. So you've been a blessing today. We totally appreciate you. I know it's very early in the morning there. It's like 8 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow's looking good too so far. Just letting you know.
Hey, Katie from the future tells us that there's still going to be an Earth tomorrow, so don't you worry. So, and we still do have a couple minutes left, so let's go ahead and take one more caller. Somebody's going to be so happy that they got to be.
Thank you. You just popped up.
What? You can see me now?
Oh, you're gorgeous. Look at you.
I know, girl. Don't tell the truth.
You got a lovely wife. That's wonderful.
Thank you. And look, can you see Mandee? You can't see Mandee yet?
She's a mystery to me.
She's still manifesting in this dimension. So we're going to go ahead and grab another caller really quickly. You guys pick a number. Pick a number from 1 to 10, Mandee.
3.
3. Okay, let's find a caller from an area code that starts with 3. 1, 2, 3. And I tell you what, guys, if you didn't get through today and you really want to get through,
pick the third caller down.
Okay, I'll pick the third caller down. What I want you to do is I want you to go to Katy-K's page, like it on Facebook, share, do something, make some effort, make some impact on her page, and maybe she'll be inspired to be a return guest on our show in the near future. So if you didn't get through, yeah. See how
I would love that. Anytime you need me, Drew, I will be there unless I'm traveling somewhere, because I'm always on the move. But, yeah, I would be there. If I can get Wi-Fi, I'll do it for you, honey.
You're awesome. So the third caller from the top, Mandee picked you. It wasn't me. Don't blame me. But you're calling from the 516 area code, and you have 5 minutes. What's your name?
Oh, my goodness. It's Randy.
Randy. Hey, Randy. You're on with Katy-K.
So my biggest concern is my biggest concern lately is finances, and I'm just wondering. I know I'm getting a little bit of a raise in August, but see anything that I could do to.
Let me just see what's going on with you. Okay, so we're looking at finances, and we're going to just get some cards for that, and I'm pulling 3 cards. Now, with you, there is going to be finances improving for you. There you are. I brought up the female card for you, and it's saying that it's been taking its time and you've been battling along. there's the love improvement card. And so I'm looking at the word improvement and that you will be happy. This is going to come through, and this isn't the last improvement either. There'll be another one that will come. But I also feel, you said your name was Randy, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but you are a creative person, and there are many other ways that you can be looking at doing things as well. And I also feel that you can be creating a side income, a sideline. Does that make sense to you?
I've been toying with that I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that before. I just don't know where to go with that. Yeah.
Okay, so talking doesn't make it happen. What I want you to do is sit down and list all the things you're passionate about, the things that you can do that other people, say, oh, can you help me out with this, or can you do this? And then look for where your market is and start looking at a sideline that you can do as well, so that you have another little passive income coming in, or another income coming in. And I do feel that you could have your own little side business that you will have, and it'll take, it'll be about 18 months before you decide to do it, because you're just going to keep toying, as you put it, for a little bit longer, and then you'll get your confidence. And Spirit is going to bring an opportunity in where it's going to make you feel a little bit confident about it, and you'll move forward.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. That's a really nice meeting. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And this isn't the last raise either. There will be more, but the next one won't be as big, sort of thing.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. And so now we come to that part of the show where some people get happier and some people get sadder, but whatever you get, we hope that you got informed and entertained. That's the kind of the goal. We want to educate you, we want to entertain you, we want to expose you to awesome information and amazing people, and I think we accomplished our goal today with Psychic Medium. Not just Psychic Medium, though. Let me go ahead and take a look. Let me read this. Psychic Medium, spiritual development teacher. So one of the things that Katy-K does is that she teaches people how to develop their own spiritual gifts, right?
Yeah, I get them moving forward and getting out of their comfort zone and actually.
Yeah. So Katy-K, all the way from Australia, it's early in the morning. She's dressed and looking wonderful. Too bad you can't see it, but you can take my word for it. I'm Drew Pillow and Mandee Elam. We'll be seeing you on Thursday. Alchemy Sisters, right?
Yes, sir. We'll be there.
All right. And Katy-K.
Thank you, Katie. It was a pleasure holding space with you. You're wonderful. Thank you.
I can see you. You are gorgeous. Look at you.
There she is. She made it. She made it through the ether. All right. So we're out of here. Let me play this music, and we can all go to bed or whatever we do at this time of day.
Just starting the day. I've got my first
Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and this is a new beginning. It's a period of growth, awakening. Many people are finding that they have a yearning for more. Something is missing. Something is changing. Everything is changing. This is DPR Presents Spiritual Awakenings, the show that shines a light on your pathway, leading you to more enlightenment and a more fulfilled life. I'm your host,